Alright, hey again out there. We're currently on part 156. And last night, well, technically this night, 'cause I did just end like right at about midnight, but either way, last time did a little bit more base building, but not a whole lot, just a little bit. Took out the old dripstone farm, gonna relocate it at a later time. Just, small things like that. Did well define the I made a land bridge too that I was always talking about before that I wanted to make. So we got a land bridge that goes from my place all the way up into the mountain range. It's fine for at the moment. I think it's a little bit too jagged, but at the same time, instead of shaving stuff away to make it less jagged, I need to build it out a little bit more to make it less jagged. But otherwise, it's perfectly passable for the time being, so I'm not gonna really sit here and focus on it. But yeah, basically you can, and I took out the ladders, of course, so I can't exactly show it off at the moment, but basically, you'd be able to go in from, the inside through here, then popping out here, and then boom, you're inside the mountain range. That's pretty cool. Oh, and hey, Bean, it's been a while. I'm just getting ready to do some stuff. I don't know what, but I'm building a base finally again, so I had to do it. But yeah, that'll be cool. As for what I want to do today, I shouldn't hear a zombie. Hang on. Something I need to check. Yeah, something's not right. Okay. My game's also extremely laggy at the moment. Not like in a funny way. So I have had my mob switch on while I've been doing this. Um, there's a good chance that something spawned somewhere. Um, and I just didn't light it up. As for where that is or isn't, I couldn't tell you, but I don't know where it spawned. Wow, huh, I guess it must be farther up high. I want to find that first, because I haven't had any mob spawn on this island in literal ages. I mean, it's been a very long time since I've had to deal with anything like that. Everything, for the most part, here especially should be pretty well lit, so... If it's just a zombie, it's fine. I just don't want it to be a creeper and then, like, destroy a bunch of shit that I don't want, destroyed, so... But no, I've got no clue where it is. It's not like it matters. I'll just head over to the chunk loader and just go turn it on, and boom, problem solved. That's not too big a deal. I imagine sending pictures couldn't be me. I had to head over to the chunk loader again. There we go. I'll just do that. And imagine glitch nether portal moment. That's crazy. Not too bad to make. You can probably summon him with commands to some extent, or there probably are ways to make them. But who knows? They're still cool though. Oh, I'm turning on that map switch really quickly. It's day 1634, and yeah, that's cool. Let's see here. Negative Z. That's maybe it. Don't remember though. Powdered snow. Fair enough. Guessing there's some kind of bug with it that lets you do that. Here we go. Seems like it is going through again. That's good. Alright, sweet. Now I can go ahead and head back, and yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Thinking about making a proper ice boat road up on the nether roof here. But I kind of want it to be centered on like 0, 0 and then kind of branch out appropriately, because I think that'd be cooler and then make things a little bit easier for me too, so But who knows? Quite random. Finally back into the swing of things a bit more, so hopefully I can actually get some stuff done today. As for what I want to do, I really don't know, if I'm being honest. I know there's a zombie nearby, although it might have despawned since I did actually leave the area, but at the same time I might still be here, but either way, yeah, it's still here. It's crazy. I really don't know where it is, though. I feel like it's like... Oh, I heard that one. It's gotta be, like, close. It's gotta be, like... Gotta be, like, in somewhere. I don't know where it is, but... It's just one zombie, but I really have no fucking idea where it spawned. Yeah, breed farms are always OP. They're getting, like, still pretty easy to make, you know? Like, you don't have to think too hard about making them. You just kind of do, and then it's... They're just good. Like, you can't ever go wrong with having a raid farm. They're just kind of broken. Yeah, I got no clue where that zombie is, so I'll just end up ignoring it and it'll despawn at its own time later, so who knows. Crazy. Little something like this, maybe. This goes out into here, okay. Well, I don't know if I'll actually be able to do a whole bunch with this area. If I can, I can't, but it's, you know, would like to try at least. Just don't know what I would do with it either way. Other than maybe have it be a cut-through point, but maybe I'll worry about that another time. Who knows? Let's see here, what else we got? Can light a little bit of this stuff up. Redid some of the terrain. Oh, that was another thing I was gonna do last night. I just didn't want to because I went to bed. For harvesting and just kind of taking the whole like pumpkin farm out, just to get it out of the way. I never ended up having to use this anyways, and I have stuff I need to replant it too, so it's not like a loss or anything. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. You know, place in some dirt. Get rid of the water here in the center. And soon enough it'll, you know, turn itself back into dirt like normal. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm out of dirt. Oh well. We'll just get some more. I also have some of those shulker boxes too, of course, but just don't feel like going back to go get it at the moment, so that's why I'm doing this. That's fine enough for now. It'll go away over enough time. But trying to think what else I want to do here. I think this area for the most part, well, actually no, the whole area, I don't know what I want to do with it. I feel like I should just try and cover it up, a new cliff face or something. It could be pretty cool. I'm gonna try and do that. Anything specific though, I have no idea, but there should be a good bit of stone I can use to give it a shot. So let's see. Go ahead and pop down here. Oh, and I can finally add a little bit extra dirt and like moss to this area now that I don't have to keep it secluded anymore. So I guess what we'll just do is place these down for a little bit. Of course it rains. I'm trying to wait for that soil to dehydrate. It fucking starts to rain. That's a shame. Um, I don't know what I want to do here, honestly. Here's what I'm gonna try for now, though. I'm just gonna try covering it up for the most part, and just kind of go from there. None of this stuff on the inside is ever really gonna get used anyway, so the stairs don't really matter. They can stay, you know. A little something like that, maybe. It makes it, extremely fucking flat, but I can probably add some depth to it a little bit. Help break things up a little bit here. I'll maybe carve out some of the corners here a little bit. Things like that should help a lot, but I don't know how much it'll help and what I'm even really going for. That's another thing too. I don't exactly have a goal in mind with this. Kind of another issue, but that's actually a lot better. You can definitely tell where it is and helped out a good bit. And then something like this, we could probably just like seal off a little bit with here, instead of talking about it, I could probably just do it. I don't have a crafting table on me, of course, but because I do have some leftover slabs and stairs, but I should be able to place these down in a way where it only leaves like a couple of like cracks in the you know, a little something like that maybe, leaves a couple of cracks in there just for some extra depth. I can probably rotate the stair around here a little bit to do a little something like that. And then I could do a little something like this to just have some light going through it a little bit. Little things like that. But yeah, who knows? Should be fine. Not like it matters a whole bunch or anything, but you want to at least try and get this pretty good. I'm not really planning on doing anything in this area. I just kind of want it to feel nicer. Same with this sand. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, honestly. This massive cobblestone, this thing probably needs to be torn down and just redone to some extent. I do like the kind of like balcony-esque thing that I was doing, but I think the support of it is like too like cluttered and uniform, and it just doesn't look very good. So we're just gonna try and tear it down a lot and see what I can do to fix it. Might not be a lot, so but as long as it's something, at least as long as I try. Oh yeah, it's been pretty good today. Just had lunch, been taking it easy for today. That it's that much different from any other day, but I do have my real estate class I have to continue taking, so I'll have to get on that soon. Not really too bad. I just got to do like 10 more units before I can start practicing for the final exam. And the final exam is like, I don't know actually what it's going to be like yet, but honestly, I don't see it being like super duper bad, so can't be worse than college, that's for sure, honestly. I know it's like getting certified for like a legal thing and all that, but I am surprised I haven't died yet too, but I did cut it close a couple of days ago, the Riptide Trident, but I kind of took a month-long break in September, or September and October, like a mix of them because of a hurricane, so I'm only just starting to get back into things, but I haven't played a whole bunch. But yeah, it has been a couple of months, Gary's, yeah. Been a while. But no, still not dead. Although I do have a cool trading hall now, way up in the sky. Although I don't know if you've seen that yet or not. I feel like you might not have, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not talking to a warden now. Let's see here. What have we got? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna shave all the edges off of this and then keep going from there probably. See what else I can do. I'm pretty much just starting over on my base to not include any villager stuff, so I can actually build more stuff for me. Alright, I'm gonna have to take that out from the top, aren't I? Yeah, it seems about right. Hmm. Grab some of this. But it is really hard for me to die unless there's another like accident with that trident again, but I don't do anything too risky, and I'm actually trying to sit down and focus on building for once, so I don't really like have a big need to go out at the moment and do stuff. Still want to, don't get me wrong, but just not like a really big necessity to do it. There we go. Something like that. Probably shave. No, I'll put that back. Leave that there. I don't like how it overhangs on that little bit. Yeah, you know what? We'll get rid of this. I'll use this space for something at some point. I gotta recover the ground or something. Alright, that should be most of it. Might have a little bit here and there, but honestly this is pretty good, so leave it be for the most part. That just kind of helps clean everything up a little bit, and I can start over a lot easier instead of having to try and work around it a little bit, you know? Just got a much bigger, cleaner slate to work with. Not to try and do a bunch of shit. That's good. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I will be back in a little bit. Alrighty, sorry about that. I'm gonna go take care of something really quickly. Someone knocked on my door asking about some shit we just don't have, so that's cool. But yeah, either way, can start reworking on this. Honestly, I might just kind of leave it as is to some extent. I might want to cut away some of this stuff though, but who knows? I'll shave a little bit away, I guess, but not like I got to do a whole lot. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna need dirt. All right, let's go get some, I guess. I do actually have some excess wood. That's good. That's good. There we go. The other thing too is I kind of want to pad out this wall a little bit here with some extra dirt so it's not so rigid and flat too. That's kind of another thing. I don't want it to be so flat at the moment. I am still trying to learn how to terraform this kind of stuff. It's still taking me a while, but still feeling like I'm at least making some progress with it. You know, I can't make progress all the time, but I am getting there. Hey, Mondura, it's been a while. How you been? Just starting to get back into the swing of things, so I'm also trying to redo my base, but that one's not going too well. I have no inventory space, right? There we go. Probably cut away the rest of these fences and I wonder what I should do with. I like the tree. I just think maybe I should get rid of the outline, shouldn't I? That's the thing I should do. Yeah. Just gonna go ahead and chop this up and go get rid of the wood and cobblestone again, and then put dirt here maybe or something. Something easy like that. There we go. Oh, I'd say I'm just surprised because it's been just a while, you know. Mainly because I just started streaming again after about a month or so of a break. But either way, it's nice to hear from you. But yeah, I'm just still trying to work on my base again. I'm just kind of wanting to start over on everything to some extent. Like I like the tree. It's just the rest of it with the bigger emphasis on the villagers. I kind of have to scale back because it just really wasn't working for me. I just wasn't very happy with it, and it just kind of sucked. Honestly, it was a cool idea, and it probably could have been really cool, like in practice, but I just kind of didn't really want to stick with it, so I just didn't stick with it, and out it goes. I want to try and keep this a little bit organized, but there we go. Oh, wait, I need to put these away. But I'm hoping redoing all of this should help things out for me a little bit more. Won't have to worry as much about it, but I'll probably put in some extra dirt and stuff instead of cobble here, so that way I got something. But yeah, villagers, not very cool, but oh well, I can kind of see it, but at the same time, like, I don't inherently deserve anything with it. But another thing too is because I don't go out of my way to advertise so much, or I don't do any of that kind of stuff. So by not doing that, I'm kind of stunting my own growth. Not necessarily on accident, but not really on purpose either. It's just something I never liked doing, but that's how you get very big as like a streamer. There's not just like make good content. If you can make the best content in the world, but if no one knows about it, then well, you're not very good at your job then at that point. But it never really bothers me. I don't really care about having a whole bunch of followers or nothing. I literally just play this stuff for fun. I just record it because I want to, and that's really about the end of it. So, but yeah, I could probably become a fair bit bigger if I really like wanted to like sit down and try. But like it's a whole extra thing on its own of just marketing and actually making sure people know about it. Like no one ever wants to be that guy in chat, like like spamming like their links or whatever to like any social media, but or like you see in YouTube comments people doing that. But at the same time, that's how they get attention and that's how they get more people to like at least look at their stuff. You know, even if only like 1% of those people follow through, you're still getting like a ton of people like at least aware of it. You hit a point where it's like inevitable you're gonna get something out of it. So but it never really bothered me. I mean, I hit 100 like something followers just by not doing that. So I mean, still play for fun. Oh, I went. Do I want dirt down here? I probably don't really. I don't think I really do. I do want it up here though. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I really should be doing with the base here. Especially with some of these weirder parts that I've kind of like made for myself. These parts just kind of stink. They're fine, but like the tree's cool. It's just stuff around the tree is a little difficult to deal with at the moment for me. And I'm sure I'll get the hang of it at some point. Here I can just cover up the edges a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff like this. There's a frog up here for some reason, but probably a naturally spawning one considering I haven't done anything with the other ones in a while, so shouldn't have to worry about any of that. I think something like that should be fair, right? Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, hey, what's up? Look at him go. Little dumbass, but it's not too bad. Oh yeah, this was the other part too. This needs to actually be covered up with dirt and look a lot more natural looking, so what's gonna probably end up happening is I'm gonna do a little something like this maybe. There we go. A little something like that should help, especially once we get some grass to spread in. Here we go. Might want to do something about that at some point, but not too bad at the moment, so I'll leave it be. That's too much of a ridge. I feel like something here needs to go a little bit. That's too much of a ridge. I think that's a little better. I don't think I need to be super picky with it. I just don't want it to really feel off or anything, Damn, it has been raining for a while. Holy hell. We'll put some torches down. Grass will grow back in after enough time, so I'll just kind of leave it be for the moment. Except for this area, I don't know quite what I'd like to do here. Because down here, it's fine, actually. But this kind of area up here, I don't know what I'd like to even do with it. Unless it cuts through the other side. Let me go ahead and start sealing that off. That should help a little bit. Yeah, I've just been getting pretty burnt out of Minecraft when I ended up taking that break, and then Now, as I'm on my break, we got the news that there would be a hurricane hitting us, and it was a Category 2 until it promptly wasn't, and then it was a Category 5. Or I don't think legally it hit a Category 5. I really should have looked that up by now because I talked about it before, but it didn't hit a Category 5 as far as we know, as far as I'm aware. It got really, really close. Like, we're talking, like, thing might as well have been one because it was only like 2 miles short of like the benchmark for it, but you know, by all accounts, it technically wasn't, I think. So, still fucking hurt though. I mean, that's a lot of wind. 155 mile an hour sustained winds from that. It's, kind of hurt a lot. Didn't mess up our stuff too bad, luckily, but a lot of other people pretty much lost their whole houses and a ton of other shit. I mean, it got pretty bad pretty quickly for a lot of others. So we ended up getting pretty lucky, but not the same for everyone else, unfortunately. Do something like that, maybe. I don't know what I want to do for this. I actually kind of do what I know what I want to do. I wanted to kind of like arc up in a certain way. It's kind of like folded inwards, but then as you get up, it starts folding back outwards a little bit. I don't know if I can just do this with full blocks, so I might want to get slabs or stairs, but maybe that's something I add after the fact. But then again, I do always say that, and then it promptly never fucking happens. You never hear about anything, never hear anything about it ever again for me because I just end up not really doing it, which is fine. But it would be nice sometimes to actually sit down and do that kind of stuff. But I'll just have it rest up on here a little bit. There we go. Here we go, do a little something like that maybe, and then I can cut away some of this other stuff for right now. I have no idea how good or bad this looks too, that's kind of another issue on its own, but can't be too terrible, although I have definitely made this a pretty flat wall. I should try and kind of help alleviate just a little bit. Oh, let me see how this looks. Like I said, I don't think it can really be that bad. Kind of hard to tell from this height. I can definitely see there's a part there that's too flat, but I don't see anything that's particularly like awful other than that one spot, and that part's not even like awful either. Um, I'm fine enough with it. I just need to kind of work on it a smidge like there, but otherwise it's fine. Honestly, I don't really have too many issues with it. So yeah, kind of work on that a bit, so something like that maybe. And then, yeah, there you go. Alright, I like that. I'm pretty okay with that, and we're gonna move on to something else. Don't know what exactly, but um, I really should take some time one day to come back to all this kind of smaller stuff and like redo it, like texture-wise, adding in your slabs and your stairs and your things of that nature. Should probably sit down and do that, but I just kind of haven't, so this stuff I'll just ignore since I got jump boost. Plus, I can just do stuff for the sake of doing stuff. I don't have to worry so much about making it look good or anything. I should probably stop doing all the time, but we will get rid of like this stuff though. I guess I could just stomp on it. That might be a little bit easier, but takes about the same amount of time, and then I don't actually have to replant the dirt, so I guess I should have done that, but oh well. Not too big a deal. There we go. Okay. A little better. And stuff's more or less fine now, actually. It was always good. This is a little bit more flat space I can use if I want to ever do something here again. Um, it's fine enough up here. I don't think I'll ever even come up here that much anyways. I just wanted to make sure there was at least something. These walls are awfully flat, not to mention I have been wanting to get rid of that for a while, or at least cover it up. So I should probably do that at some point, but there's no rush to do it. Do something with this flat wall, maybe add a little bit more terrain or something. I did want to do something with this, but I still don't know what that's gonna look like or what it would even be either. That's the other issue too. I don't know what I would do here, if it would even be worth doing anything is kind of the other thing. Oh, but if I turn, down a little part like this, I can cover this back up. There we go. And I can always work on some of the finer stuff later, but just go ahead and do some stuff like that. And then probably just keep mining out like a simple little 3x3 or something. Just do that just so it's a cool little like open area. Because why not? Now, I should be coming up near very important part. Should be about directly under the sheep pen by now, or maybe even past it. But there's a part up ahead that's got all like this nice and flat. It's got the lightning rod on it. It's that little flat patch of grass. Kind of want to do something with that. So let's see where this takes me. Pretty much right on it. Yeah, okay, good. Don't know if I would do anything with it, or even if I could do anything with it, but guess it's here now at least, if I want like a quick tunnel down. Yeah, all this stuff is that grass patch that I want to use, so that's cool. Maybe we'll just leave something like this kind of just here, won't really do a whole lot with it for right now. Just, I have the option if I really want it. Don't know what exactly I do with it, but I can do something with it if I want to. Hmm. Do a little something like that. There we go. And now we just get a couple more stairs to go down into here at some point. Same with cobble. That way I can still keep the staircases that I want, but um, I want to also replace the stairs too with something that isn't cobblestone. I'm thinking quartz or like blackstone, not blackstone, deep slate. That's what it's called. Thinking about replacing it with something like that. Maybe I think that could be cool. I don't have any specific ideas though, of course, but I just think it'd be cool more or less. Um, let's see what else we get. I want to also get rid of these sheep at some point too. I'm sick of these fucking things being here all the time. They kind of. Well, that was another thing. I wanted to build an actual proper wool farm, fully automatic and all that, because I can do that nowadays. I got the redstone for it. It's shears. It's just the other bit is like grass and sheep. But I'm kind of waiting to do that for a while. I want to do that in a chunk farm and all that, where I cram as many farms as humanly possible in a single chunk, so that way I can use a chunk loader on it and then get like a massive amount of like varied stuff. So we're talking like the honey farm would go there, a simple cactus farm would go there, fucking I don't fucking know, the sheep farm, the oh, really the wool farm. I'm trying to think what else would even go there. Bamboo farm, sugarcane farm. All of them could be fully automatic. Anything that's fully automatic, that's not like a carrot and potato farm, because that's just dumb. Especially given what I have over there, what I'm gonna make over there. Anything that's fully automatic, I want to see if I could fit it into a single chunk. 'Cause I just think that's cool, and I could probably get away with it. So who knows? But we're getting a little better at doing stuff here. At least that's good. Might want to consider blocking this back off. This was just to look for that zombie, and I never found it. So, way it goes. Let's see what else. A little something like that, maybe. Maybe we'll just kind of trace the exposed stone with this dirt, and hopefully it'll turn into grass. If not, I can always implant some later, but add a little bit of variety to the terrain, and just look a little bit better too. We got some nice flat open space here. Might just leave it as that for right now. Um, all this stuff being stone. I don't want it to be grass at the moment. I don't want it to be moss either. And I don't want it to be a farm thing. I think I want it to be kind of like a nice, cool looking, like open courtyard kind of thing. Um, I don't know how viable or doable that might be. I'd have to add some kind of like transition area that would go from grass to the courtyard and then back to grass and that kind of stuff, which isn't too bad, but I do want to figure something out. Because this area is starting to come together a lot, and I'm kind of running out of ideas here. So maybe I shouldn't really push it too hard, but who knows? Could always go trade with villagers too and just stockpile on some stuff. Or actually, no, there's something else I've been wanting to do for quite a while now, and I just haven't really sat down and like thought about it and gotten to it. Um, there is. I just want to look for a mountain biome. If I'm being honest here, I just want to look for a cool mountain biome. There was actually one I saw, funny enough, on my way to an ancient city a very long time ago. It was out in the savannah, had like a normal, like naturally spawning village near it. Thing looked fucking sick as hell. I mean, it was cool. No idea where it is though. That is the other issue. It's just out there. I don't know where it could be, but it's just out there. I know that. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is hop on the old elytra and just kind of go for a flight. I'm just looking for a cool looking mountain biome. We'll write it down if it looks particularly cool. And I'm not talking like the cool like extreme hills or whatever. I'm talking like an actual proper. Oh, and I need to light all this stuff up too. Yeah, duh, I keep forgetting about that. That's something I can do. But I'm talking like cool proper like 1.9 or not 19, 18 like mountain biomes. Like looks fucking sick. You know, it's very pretty to look at, and it's just a joy to be around. Another thing too is I doubt I'll be able to find it from the surface of the world, but I do want to find a very cool cave entrance, and I mean like up, and not really an entrance, but like an actual cave, and it just a really really fucking goofy big one. Thorns, glistening melon, obsidian I will take. Everything else is kind of worthless, so I can make all the other stuff. Um, so we're just gonna go ahead and take all this obsidian first because if I want to make another ender chest, I might as well have it. Um, I do have a list of ideas I want to do, but they're all like larger scale stuff, so I want to make sure I set some time apart for myself to go do some like smaller like exploration kind of things, or some more like mundane things like trading that aren't like super hard. You can just kind of zone out and just like do it, and not have to think too hard about it. Because I miss being able to do stuff like that. So we'll kind of take it a little easy for now and go explore and look at some cool stuff. And then on the way back, we can probably do some more like actual stuff, and then take another cool break. You know, maybe go raid a couple of ocean monuments again for their sponges, and just kind of keep doing that. But a couple of things we're looking for on our way out. I guess the chunk farm could be anywhere, but I want to make sure it's kind of out of the way. Um, I need another portal to go to it too at some point, but yeah, we're looking for a cave entrance. That is a lot of horses. We're looking for a very cool cave entrance, and we're looking for a cool mountain biome. And oh, I was another thing I should have done yesterday, but I did talk about it. It just slipped my mind again. Um, in 1.19.3, they fixed the thing because I guess it was technically a bug or more of an inconsistency. But mobs could spawn on scaffolding and chorus plants, which aren't considered like full blocks, so that's why it was like an inconsistency. Well, they've gone ahead and fixed it so they can't do that, which is not necessarily an issue, but it is something I need to take note of because the mob farm I've built from like Enaxifer, that looks pretty nifty. I might head down there. The farm I built from Enaxifer does actually use scaffolding as its main way to spawn mobs. So with that option being gone, I'm gonna have to just get rid of the scaffolding and then replace it with cobblestone, and then that really should be about it, honestly. Um, it's nothing really hard. It's just sit down and do it kind of deal. It does take a little bit of time though, but it's not like I gotta replace the ceiling on it or anything. I just have to. Oh, and one more thing, I did turn on the mob switch before I forget. So if you don't ominously see anything here, just to prove we're in hard, statistics. You can see based on the time I'm here and all that. There we go. These numbers do in fact match because I have not died, which is why it's like that. But you were not going to see any hostile mobs down here because I have the mob switch on because I was building and I did kind of forget to turn it off. But it's kind of nice, just being able to explore kind of for free. Um, it's really just to scout this cave out to see if it's actually big, but the answer is really no. It goes down to deep slate, but overall it's actually pretty unimpressive. It's not quite the thing I'm looking for. I don't know if cavern is the right term here, but I'm looking for a very like large, like tall, open cave. That's large and tall, but it's not exactly what you'd call open. Which is kind of a big thing for me. Like I want some massive, like open one if I can help it, because I just think it would be cool. So, but yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll find something like that. Maybe we won't, but I'm not gonna sweat over it too much or anything. It would be neat though. But mainly the big thing here today is the this might be neat. The main thing though is the mountain biomes, regardless of what I do or don't do. Ow! No, I thought I hit space for that. See, this is like kind of open, but it's like I'm talking some like grandiose, like big cave. So no, I really wish I had wrote down that Savannah one. That would have been cool. This is a cool village though. Kind of like hanging out on the river, pretty big, and then it goes up onto the land on each side. So like, oh, it's actually like its own little like bridge. Funny enough, it's pretty nifty. Village on the water, but it also acts as a bridge. But we'll leave it be. I have no need to raid it. Ooh, yo, here we go. Wait, this isn't. Wait, is this the fucking mountain biome where my warden fucking farm is? Can't be, right? That would just be crazy. But no, it might. It might be. Oh shit! It actually might be. Hang on. Let me check. Um, Warden District. No, it's not actually. This is just a different area entirely to boot. Okay, cool. Potential ancient city. Yeah, that's right. I did write that down, didn't I? So we just got a mountain biome here. Looks cool. Jagged peaks. Yeah, jagged peaks. There we go. Saw the stone. I just forgot what it was called for a second there, but not super tall. But if we are at a mountain biome here, that means these things do stretch on for quite a ways. So we might actually have something pretty special on our hands here. Hopefully. Yeah, we're starting to get some. These are fresh too. The water has just started to flow because it's the first time I've ever been here. So see, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like you build a little secondary base here, you've got the mountains in the background kind of deal. But I want to build something like not really in the mountains, like in there, for example, but kind of like connected to it or just on or in like the sides of it. I will say this place does look pretty though, but pretty fucking dumb at the moment. It's all just snow. I mean, it is cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know it's not quite this. Like it's close, but I want some cooler mountains to look at, build with. Some like, I don't know. It might not be as bad. Not too bummed out about it. Looks pretty cool though, but I guess we'll pop in. It's kind of a cool tunnel though, at least. All right, so we'll go ahead and do something really quickly. Uh, 2518. 946. Cool. We'll do a little something like that just to write them down, just in case. You really never know if. Ooh, that could be nifty. Uh-oh, that could be pretty nifty right there. But you never know if there's something cool in any of these, so we'll write it down just to be safe. You know, no reason not to. I got plenty of space in that book, so apparently it goes up to 100 pages, which I did not know before. This one's kind of cool, but again, it's like it's tall and deep, but it's not got that open like cavern look that I'm kind of looking for. I could probably review all, and I mean I'd have to go through a lot of footage for it, but I would probably be able to find it because I know I'd even talked about it a good bit before. Um, but that first village, or not village, the well, kind of that cave that I found that I really did like. It was next to a savannah village. I remember. I just don't have the chords written down anywhere, but I do know I did record it and talk about it. So as always, that we found a mine shaft. So odds are it might be a spawner around here. But see, this is oh, Alright, small detour. We found a deep dark biome. Now, I may have a mob switch on, but that doesn't mean it's safe, you know? There's still shit that I could fuck up down here, so um I could still get hurt by like cave spiders or something if they oh fuck. Land. Okay. Still get fucked up by cave spiders. Not really fucked up, I don't think they'd kill me, but just don't want to be fighting them if you're also trying to explore around here. The only thing that could really do anything is if I spawned a warden, which, promptly just leave. This cave isn't what I'm looking for, but it is large enough to fly out of at the least. So that's pretty cool. You saw him flashing down there, but we do have some sensors. We got a shrieker too. I'm trying to keep an eye out. Typically when you see this kinds of things, we might have a solid chance of finding an ancient city down here. So I'm trying to be a little bit cautious and respectful of that. because I really would like to find one again. It's been a while since I've actually found one of those. That is my Fortune 3 hoe, but you know what? It's not like I really need these as much anymore. That's gone. Now, we will actually do a couple of other things though. Mainly, we're going to be switching out the hose. We got a Silk Touch hoe out. Good. There we go. We'll snag a little bit of stuff, but we won't go overboard with it or anything. Mainly just grabbing the catalyst. Those are always the big ticket items you could never have too many of. Of course, I do have a warden farm technically, so I can't always just get more, but it's something I should redesign at some point soon. Okay, this seems not very funny or cool. Got a sensor down there, get triggered by that bat. And there's never a guarantee or anything that there's there's an ancient city down here or anything, but odds are there's an actual reasonable chance that they are down here. They like doing it near mountain biomes, I've discovered and heard about too. Just keep looking around though. To be fair though, there is no real need for this either. Maybe some things are just best left forgotten. Yeah, I should just head back. Yeah, you know what? I think I will. Not really in the mood to go exploring for one at the moment, and even if I was, there's no guarantee that there could be one down here. So maybe I'll poke around just a smidge more, but, you know, shouldn't do it forever. Got a couple of catalysts here in the ground. You can tell pretty easy because the texture on the top isn't animated like the actual skull. So you can tell when they're buried in the floor, especially when there's light, when there's no light, I guess. There's a distinct lack of light. It's pretty. This is definitely a lot safer though without having to deal with extra mobs and all that. They still wouldn't even really kill me or nothing. I've got plenty of excess totems, you know, armor is all good. Can't do anything really to hurt me. It just makes it like a little bit more enjoyable for me to explore. And plus I did kind of forget to disable it too, the mob switch, so it's alright, but not too big a deal. I wonder if they'd ever patch that out in the future, the warden like mob switch. They haven't done it with the shulker like powered mob switch. I highly doubt they'll do it with the warden one. But at the same time, there's always technically a chance. But I know they're very against, or they try and be extremely mindful at the bare minimum to not break like people's farms like 24/7 unless it's a game mechanic that's like that fucking ridiculous, where they kind of should. Like with the zombie pigmen like aggro farms, for example. They've actively talked about, you know, getting rid of that mechanic, but I think it's still in the game. I'm not sure though. This isn't really too good. Alright, well, we're out of here. Back up to the surface. It's kind of cool though. Not too bad. Always a treat to find these. Oh, you can even see daylight from here, actually. Pretty sure. Oh, that's water, isn't it? I was wondering if that was, but no, it's just those damn bats setting up another answer. Luckily, there's not a shrieker around or anything, as far as I can tell. Still just want to dumbass, but that's some lightning, but I don't need to do anything with it at the moment. I should, but there's a couple enchantments, or not enchantments, achievements, that's the word I was looking for. Wrong Oh, glow squid, hang on, I want those. But, sorry, I'm getting a little too sidetracked with everything, but, There's a couple of advancements I'm sure you know that are, you only get with like turning stuff into something else without lightning. So I do always want to maybe consider doing some things. But mainly the turning a villager into a witch with lightning, turning pigs into zombie pigmen. I think that's another one. Of course, you can only get a brown mushroom by having it be struck by lightning. That's another thing too. I kind of don't know where I'm at. No. No, we're climbing up, but there's a specific part that I know I kind of had dropped in from down here. Up there, it might be up there. Um, Goofy idea. Okay, did not die for it though. Wow, I don't know where I'm at. Oh, we're at 33. Y level 33 to be exact. I know I came in through some dripstone. It just wasn't this one, I guess. Fortunately, I was expecting there to be instant mine, just out of habit, but it wasn't likely. Oh, we're by a mine shaft. It just wasn't the one I had found it the first time, but we're climbing out though. Not too hard to hop on up again. Also, I really have a hard time seeing where I'm at right now because I've got some sunlight like going onto my monitor too. So it's not only just dark in here, but it's also like you know too bright outside. So it kind of just worst of both worlds kind of deal. Just fine, but not really that preferable, of course. But I should be nearly out. At least I would hope so. I mean, getting pretty high up in the world now. Oh, we even got some grass. So it's jungle grass. Oh, it's just normal forest grass, huh? It was so green, I thought it was something better, but should be nearly out of here. Or hopefully I am. I mean, it's so weird that there's grass, so I'd have to guess that I am close, but there is no guarantee with that, I suppose, but you'd think that I would be. I might honestly just fly back to my base and just kind of call it a day from there, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit tired right now. I went to bed at like 3 a.m. and then woke up at like 9, so I'm kind of a little out of it. Dude, how do I... Oh, is that my way out? Could be. I hope so. Tired of being around here. Hey, there we go. Okay, go ahead and throw out a couple of things. Switch some stuffs around. Throw that out. Alright, my main base, 2371, 4376, both positive. Mainly positive Z, we got about 4,000 blocks to go. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad though, we'll say. Looks pretty neat. Gotta have some good elytra durability, yep, alrighty. But it's a pretty quick flight back home, so... These are definitely some pretty neat looking mountain biomes, although they're not somewhere I'd exactly... I maybe wouldn't want to live here for a while. It's too fucking snow. There's just too much of it, up here specifically. Not opposed to it though. I just would probably not want to do that right at the gate. Still is pretty though, especially if this is like my starter base. This would have been sick because it's a village with that cool mountain in the background, and then you got easy ocean access and all that. But wonder how differently things could have been if I chose somewhere else to live. I did spend so much time renovating a whole biome. I mean, that thing used to be Podzol, and it's not anymore, but what was the point of it all? Not too big of a deal. I don't mind where I'm at. We should be back in about 2,000 blocks or so. So we're not too far out. That's crazy. That's like lightning. be funny if I got struck by lightning on the way back home, but, you know, literally getting struck by fucking lightning with just normal odds, so, that's not happening. This is an ominously treeless plain for some fucking reason. Oh, this should be by the old, it should be by the old, no, this wasn't the one. We just raided that. The old, trading hall should be actually pretty close here, so be coming up on it somewhat soon past this ocean. Well, it's more to my right, but, you get the picture. Yeah, here we go. It'd be in here by this bay. Oh, that one was actually really close. Got to see that one. But yeah, quick little history trip, I guess, since it has been that long. There's nothing in here anymore, but this was my first and main trading hall for pretty much most of the world. Still even have some old anvils down here that weren't even really used, but yeah, it was just kind of bad. It worked, very expensive. We caught a zombie. I name tagged him at a later date, but he just held an item and I put him in a minecart. Um, but basically, if you wanted a village at the end to go, you would have to like flick all the levers until you got to that one. And then when you wanted the zombie to like zombify him, he would. You'd have to like push him right up next to him, and it just wasn't very good. It was a lot more involved than I would have liked it. You actually had to be actively doing shit, and it just wasn't really that great. So I ended up kind of getting rid of all of it. Still got some old chests, old ender chest here, some old furnaces. I never used these, funny enough. I literally don't think I ever once fucking cooked anything in those, which is just funny to me. But this is where the old portal was actually. Just it was a quick travel for me before I had an elytra, and even after I had it, it's still kind of useful. Saves on fireworks. Once you get that infrastructure with the packed ice, you don't waste fireworks. But yeah, this is the villager breeder. It's the same villager breeder that it's been. I've just kind of upgraded and updated it a little bit over time. We added in some glass. Made the breeder a lot more high capacity. Got some extra bone meal. Uh, a lot more villagers for breeding pairs. Oh shit! I never fucking turned this off, did I? Why the fuck did I not do that? We're gonna do that because these guys really shouldn't have to be loaded 24/7 anymore. I wonder if that might explain a little bit. But yeah, we got a ton of adults we take. But basically, you just put a minecart in the dispenser. You snag one out. I snag like 5 at a time usually. And then you pretty much just follow them all the way down to the end here. And then as we can look out here a little bit, but they have a little drop off here, so it keeps them from hitting themselves backwards. But they basically just drop into here. While they're still in the minecart, they pretty much can hold like 5 of them in this little room. And then you just push them into the portal while they're in the minecart, break the minecart, they instantly go through, and then all 5 of them eventually get dropped off into here. You put in a minecart somewhere, and when it's got some momentum, it takes the villager and it sends it all the way through to the other side where the trading hall is. The trading hall is a work of art and just a fucking marvel to even look at and be around. Honestly, I'm still really like impressed with myself for this thing because it's not like I designed the redstone myself or anything, but it's an awful like unholy mishmash between like a couple of YouTubers' redstone. Because I wanted it to be like a tileable, like with a one wide tileable, not too wide. But then I also had to take inspiration from other things too with the zombification. So it took a long time to really like iron out, and this is one of the first like real like things I really like worked on and like play tested a bunch in a creative world first before I sat down and started building it. And good God, am I glad I did, because this thing is a fucking just masterpiece, dude. I mean, we've got like a couple hundred villagers up here, and every single like type of enchantment book. This isn't the right one for it, but 36 of each villager type is what I can fit into all these cells. There's 16 of these cells in total, so like 16 times 36. It was like nearly 600 last time I remember checking. Very big, very cool. You get a lot of stuff when you start hoarding that many villagers as well. I can buy nearly every type of terracotta, you know, fuck ton of bricks, all the different polished blocks, chiseled stone bricks. you can buy a massive amount of stuff too. And actually, oh, and I have a lot of apples now too, and some cakes, yeah. But one of my, that's where I left this shit. What the fuck was that doing there? What the fuck was I up to? Why did I leave that there? Huh. Well, anyways, that's something that shouldn't really have been there in that chest. You know, there's other chests for it, but yeah, you can buy every single enchantment book for 1 emerald. Ton of different like maps for exploring and all that. Um, ton of fletching trades. Which, fun fact, this is actually my most like proud achievement personally. You can buy every single type of enchantment, or not enchantment. Why do I keep saying enchantment? Tipped arrow. That's what they're called. Yes. So, fun fact, if you don't know, tipped arrows fucking suck to make. To make a tipped arrow, you have to have a bottle of dragon's breath. To make into a splash, or not a splash potion, a lingering potion, and then you can make 8 of them at a time with one lingering potion. So, you know, you run out of them pretty quickly with dragon's breath if you wanted to bulk make them. And you know, once you know, to get more dragon's breath, you gotta fight the ender dragon. And if you do anything in your end, once you spawn the ender dragon back, it'll just start destroying like blocks. So like, kind of a limited run kind of deal, right? So one of my big goals, and I didn't know if I could hit it or not because it's just a numbers game after a certain amount of time, was to try and get every single type of tipped arrow to some extent. So even though this is the best slowness arrow you can get, but like, um, even though I only have jump boost 2 and it's like, you know, the lowest like duration one, that's still fine because I still got jump boost. But I got every single possible type of tipped arrow you can get in Java Edition, other than like the tipped arrow of luck, but they only give it to you during like winning Hero of the Village, so it's, you know, that doesn't really count. But any tipped arrow you can buy from like a different type, I can actually buy it, including some really like cool ones. Instant harming's kind of goofy. It actually isn't as good as people might think at first glance. Night vision one is kind of cool. I like that. The fire resistance one is actually really cool, but the weakness ones are pretty nifty for doing like bulk curing. The instant health ones are just kind of funny. Poison ones, not too bad. Invisibility, swiftness, 1 and 2 even, regeneration. It's pretty, especially water breathing. This one was fucking huge for me, getting like the max duration water breathing one, because that means if I really didn't want to, I could just like not brew like a ton of water breathing potions all the time or shit like that. Like that's kind of cool. I never really used them anyways, but it's just cool to have as my main point. Like it's just easy renewability for no downside. You know, they restock infinitely. You know, it just takes a matter of time. But yeah, this thing was just an incredible fucking marvel of just actual building and shit. Now it looks pretty. It's functional. There's a lot of glass. I should probably like curb back a little bit. Um, and it's also at the top of my base up here, so you might see it sometimes, like when I'm down there working. But very top is this cool fucking thing. I like it. Very proud of it. I know I've talked about it a lot before already. I just think it's cool. It's not even close to done yet, obviously. Well, the actual important stuff, aka the villagers, are done, but you know, all the landscape up above it and around it, that's not done yet, but it is gonna get there one day. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know why, but it will get done one day. I just don't feel like it today, and honestly, I don't feel like doing a lot right now. So, what the fuck did I do? I don't remember. I don't know what I did today. I know I did stuff. It wasn't anything super important. You know, we did a little bit of terraforming on the other side of the island. Um, Dug a little bit of stuff out here. I need to do some more stuff in this area next time. And I need to figure out what I'm doing with this area too. I cannot keep stressing that enough. Something needs to change over here. And maybe I'm looking at it kind of wrong. Maybe, ooh, actually, hang on. Good idea alert. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong to some extent. This needs to go at some point anyways. So what might end up happening is all that stone that's here, that's up that high, I might just get rid of so I can actually make it deeper and just start kind of like carving it in like deeper into the world. And then when you're up here, you have a small little like platform, you know, you can maybe go over to some stuff with some bridges and all that. But for the most part, this room will be like twice as deep. Um, and this stuff will be like a lot more ground level and all that. So maybe that's what we'll try next time. We'll start hollowing out this massive fucking area. I'm gonna need way more shulker boxes for it, but I think now I've actually got a game plan for this. So we're just gonna hollow this thing out pretty much as we can. Um, like anywhere there's stone is gonna have to pretty much go down until it reaches the sugarcane and bamboo farm, like on that Y level, and then I can always build up stuff from there. But for the most part, I think giving myself a lot more space, like downwards, might really save my ass big time. So yeah, I finally have a good game plan here. Because I'm kind of content with the rest of this for right now. I don't mind this at all. I think I still like it personally. Your opinion kind of matters, but not really, no offense, because I'm the one fucking building all this shit. So if you want to give advice, please actually feel free to do it. It's just there's no guarantee that I would ever do anything with it, but it's always nice to hear other people's thoughts and opinions on stuff. It's good to have a second opinion on shit like this. But yeah, I'm pretty fine with a lot of this right now. Things like this and like in there and there, I'm gonna just ignore for a long time, and that's okay. I touched this up a lot better. I still might need to be a little bit of work that needs to be done on that, like a little bit, but I'm very happy with this. I got rid of the pumpkin farm and kind of reconnected these a little bit nicer, so I got some flat space I can use later on too. Um, did a little bit of terraforming here. So yeah, I really and the other bit too. Um, he was right. I actually almost fucking glanced over it. I thought it was down lower, but then I just thought that doesn't make any sense. But this looks a lot better. Of course, this part juts out massively, but it kind of has to because of the waterfall. So we might relocate that or redo that a little bit at a later time, but I'm not going to sweat over it right now. Um, but I think I finally got a nice game plan that should tie the rest of this stuff together, hopefully, and it's digging out that mass amount of stone, and it should give me some good materials out of it too, but that is probably going to have to do it for me today, so next time we'll just dig a really big hole and maybe put in some moss and grass a little bit. But otherwise I'm done. It's currently day 1638 and I am a little tired at the moment. So it's been fun. Thank you all for watching. Slowly starting to come back into doing these things, but still it is taking me some time to get back in the swing of things. But I am getting there. So no frame drops this time around. That's pretty good. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope to see y'all again next time, and I might play Splatoon a little bit more on stream sometimes. I'm a lot more like vocal, let's call it that. I'm not really angry when I play Splatoon, but I'm definitely like, oh, what the fuck, you motherfucker, like all the time during Splatoon. Not really out of anger, but just like, damn, that shit sucks. So might stream that sometimes. Wouldn't count on it too much though. I like table turf. I like taking it a little easy, like not having a stroke. But yeah, no, I'm done here.